Oh, Friday in the lab. What's going on, Enzo? 2 minutes, 30 to go. Let's go, my friend, and rock and rolling here on a Friday. CMartyFit joining me. Hey, it's skincare day today, guys. Listen, I'm looking at you, gentlemen. We are here to talk about the biggest organ you have. Come on, get your mind out of the gutter, gentlemen. Skin. It's the biggest organ we all carry on our body. It's skin. We're here to chitter chatter and get at her today. Enzo, we're talking skin today. Waiting for Marty to show up in the lab here this morning. Will Ray joining us here today. Alex Shalil Beeching's here as well today. I think I did the best I can, Alex. I see you nodding there in the green room having a little chuckle. And listen, when I planned the show today, really didn't know what the hell to expect. Figured, hey, we're going to try to find some skincare experts. What did I get? I got a couple guys instead. Yeah, it's true. We're all going to hang out. We're going to get at it. Get the accountability check-in. Going to get into that at about the 11-minute mark after the hour. We got the CMartyFit tip and so forth. We're going to hang out with Will. We're going to hang out with Alex and everybody here today on Friday before we get into the weekend. Man, Uncle Keith's solo this weekend. My whole crew's gone. Just me and the dogs. Woo, baby. Something to be said for that, I think. So, Jimmy, if we get those links over to Marty, that would be great. We'll get him into the lab here in a moment here. How are we doing, Enzo? Yes, we got a call up in the starting lineup for men's second division. Oh, good job, my friend, Enzo. Enzo, rocking and rolling over there in New Zealand, the future, bringing us some good friend from... There's our friend Enzo bringing us in from New Zealand today. Let's go, my friend. Go get it, man. I see you brought some energy today. We're wondering if Sarvina is going to join us in the lab this morning. We're getting it all done here today. What a great week we've had. We've had a spectacular week rocking and rolling out across here in the mornings in the lab. We've had Brooks Sudar jumping in here. We've had myself and Marty talking how to be an athlete. AJ Zeglin joined us yesterday. Man, we've just been rocking and rolling all week here in the lab. But without further ado, why don't we bring in some of our friends here this morning and check in how they're doing before we get into the conversation around skin. So, Jimmy, I'm going to pull up Will over there, Alex over there, Will over there, Alex over there. Gentlemen, we are rocking and rolling here on both screens. What's going on, guys?
How goes it?
It's going fantastic. Let me just do this here. Boom, gonna do that there. Great. Excellent. How are you, pal?
Good morning.
We got Will Ray joining us from where, Will?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, Cincinnati, Ohio. We got CMartyFit joining us here from Maryland. And Alex is joining us from where today?
Saturn.
Where are you joining us from, Alex?
Saturn.
Where are you joining us from, Alex?
I'm joining you from Saturn.
Yeah, I think we're on a bad connection with Alex. I'm going to pop Alex off the screen here. Alex, we have a bad connection with you, pal. So I'm just going to pop you off there and get that sorted out there. So Will, you were joining us from Cincinnati, Ohio. So listen, man, I was in Cincinnati once.
Me
too. I've been there a couple times too.
Will's like, oh, why were you in Cincinnati? Hey, Will, it's the same reason I wonder why people come to Winnipeg. I'm like, oh, you're in Winnipeg. Why is it? So in a few weeks, Marty's gonna be looking at me going, dude, I'm in Winnipeg. Why again? Marty, what's shaking, pal? We're gonna get to Will in a second. What's shaking, buddy? Oh, Enzo's calling you out, man.
I'm doing well. Good morning, everybody. But hey, you gotta talk to Jimmy, man. Jimmy messed me up. Come on, Jimmy.
I knew that's what it was, actually.
Come on, Jimmy.
I had Jimmy give it. So, Will, we got producer Jimmy working behind the scenes for us, and I had Jimmy giving me the links this morning. And then as I was walking into the lab, I'm like, dude, did you get him to Marty yet? And I could see Jimmy going, oh, shoot, probably not. So
no, he sent me yesterday's link.
Oh, so you were working in the past?
Sure.
Got to stay in the present today, Marty.
Hey man, hey.
That's it. That's it. Hey, so we're here to talk skincare today. Myself, Will Ray, CMartyFit. So, Will, getting back to Cincinnati, you were nominated by Brooke Swadar. You know, when I asked Brooke a couple weeks ago, I said, "Hey, you're coming into the lab. Who do you want to shine the light on?" And she, without hesitation, Will. Like I wasn't even finished asking the question, and she's like, "Will Ray." So, dude, let's get into it. Let's just jump into while Alex is getting himself sorted out there. You know, we're talking skin here today, but first of all, who's Will Ray and why should we care about William Ray from Cincinnati?
That is a good question because I'm just an average guy trying to make it in life, right? Taking care of his family. I guess I started getting into content creation recently as I'm making a switch from healthcare to the tech scene. And I guess I've made a little noise online and gotten some attention from some people.
That's what's up, man. Keith, you there, Keith? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Keith,
yeah,
you freezing up.
You said you got into the tech scene there, Will. Where did you come from?
Healthcare. So I've worked in the substance abuse and behavioral health field for the last probably decade. After I turned my own personal life around and recently started moving into switching into software development.
Oh, no kidding, no kidding. So if I may ask, you said after I recently turned my life around. Which would insinuate that the life was going in the other direction.
Very much was. For a long time, prison and drugs was a big part of my story, and then I turned it around back in 2017 and got custody of the kids back and really changed the life. And then my whole mission has been to do the same for others. So my mission has been to help others find a new way to live, find out there's different ways from drugs and prison and crime. That has been, that's been my heart and soul, my family's heart and soul for the last decade almost.
Dude, wow. So I got to admit, Marty, I didn't know this part of the story when we were coming in first thing this morning on a Friday on June 21st. But I got to be honest, I got this sense of inspiration kind of rolling through my body, Marty, right now after what you just told me, William. So would you mind elaborating on that a little bit? So what... can we talk about William before 2017?
William before 2017, you probably wouldn't have liked. He was a mean person, an unhappy person, a hopeless person, and he didn't want to be around no more. And then he sat down and he prayed for the first time in his life, and he found a path and he ran with it. And here we are, almost 7 years later. Life looks totally different than what it used to compared to what was before. It's a long story. That's the high level overview.
All right. Well, we'll have you back for a one-on-one sit down with myself and C Marty one day to have a chat further about William Ray. We won't spend a lot of time digging into that today. We're here to talk skincare, of course, William Ray. Marty, you want to throw something over to Will before we continue our chat here?
Yeah, first I want to say I've been in Cincinnati a few times just for basketball. I played at Marshall. And we actually beat Cincinnati when they were top 25 one year. So I had to brag about that.
I see. That's the first thing. Nice to meet you as well.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Will. But I do want to say I appreciate you sharing your story like that, and especially with guys. A lot of times we're scared to admit our failures and admit that we messed up. And it's okay. Like, we're human. Like, we're not perfect. Everybody has a past. Everybody has a story. So I did want to commend you on that. So and then I saw your YouTube. You're doing your thing. So shout out to you on that. And I
appreciate it.
And then what's the most you've gotten from moving into the tech space, and what can someone get from that that's looking to make that jump?
So I'm still in the process, and I'll be honest, I'm at a discouraging low point at the moment with this. Mm-hmm. But I've made a lot of new connections. Like, if it wouldn't have been for that, I wouldn't be on here with you guys and meeting you guys. So it's brought on a whole lot of new connections in my world. I got the YouTube channel that I started because of it, which officially got monetized 2 days ago. So now we're going to see what kind of money that starts bringing in.
Yes, sir.
Dude, that's exceptional, man. Good for you.
That's exciting, man.
It's exciting. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're still early stages of this. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to go big, and I'm going to be flowing for however it goes, but we'll see where it goes.
Yeah,
I got big dreams.
If you stick with it, keep doing what you're doing, it's gonna work out. You know, that's just how life works. Ain't that right, Keith?
That's exactly it, Marty. That's absolutely it. And I see Alex is frantically trying to get his situation sorted out over there. We're going to see if we can bring him back on here. Alex, how is it going over there, pal?
I'm okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, we can. We got you on the horizontal. We got you on the horizontal stream, but I don't have you on the vertical one there. So if you wanna work that one out too, that would be helpful. I'm going to pull you off here and get you on both of them there at the same time, so we can have a synchronized experience. So Will, you got into tech. You have this YouTube channel. So as you continue your focus, are you focusing on developing the development side of yourself? Or are you focusing on the YouTube side? Or are you going to kind of see where both go and you're going to kind of pull the lever on which one ever takes off?
So I got a lot of irons in the coals, Bill. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. And like I said a minute ago, I want to be able to flow and adapt to whatever comes forward. I don't know what the plan's going to be in the future, but I don't want to miss any opportunities that could arise. Thus me being here talking about skincare, right? I just want to be open to whatever, because my dreams are bigger than tech. So we're just seeing what happens, right? I got a 5-year plan, and however I get to the end of that goal, that's what we're going to do.
It's exceptional. Hey, before we get into, go ahead, Marty.
I was just gonna say, all motion is good motion. So all motion is good motion.
Hey, Will, before we get into like a lot of the fun stuff, I got to hang on this for a second, man. So as you were going through 17, you were going through life, lights were starting to go on for you. Was there, one of the things that, what Keith and Marty aspire on this show is to inspire people, give people reasons to be aspirational, give people reasons to get out of bed and get moving during the day. Well, there was a moment for you back in 17, 18, and whatever it was, where whether it was an epiphany, whether a light went on, whether it was a bad moment, don't spend too much time harping on it. But there's somebody listening right now who's looking for a nudge, who's looking for a nugget, who's looking for a reason to maybe, as Marty said, get into motion. What was that moment for you, Will, that put you into motion to say, I'm going now. I'm done. I'm erasing what's yesterday. I'm just done, man. I'm moving on. Can you share with us kind of what that moment was for you, Will?
So it gets pretty dark, and I don't know if this is the platform for that, but we'll say that I felt like I'd been done for a long time. Nobody wants to live that life, but when you're in the grips of addiction, there's not, like, you can't just get up and be like, I'm done.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It doesn't really work that way. And I came to a point that I wanted to end, and I wanted to end however it needed to end. It didn't matter which way it ended.
Enough said.
Yeah. And that was the moment that I realized that I really wanted to live, if that makes sense, right?
Yes.
When you're at that crossroads of like, I just want things to stop, you make a decision. And my decision was, if I could find a way to do something different. And then my friend had introduced me to a program that has really changed my life, honestly, because it's given me the ability to connect with like-minded people and to like expand on changing my life, which is why it's so important for me to do it for other people, because people did it for me.
Man, that's inspirational, Will. Marty, and I'll tell you, man, on a Friday morning show when people are, maybe having some struggles with getting going, and, we're sitting here on the first day officially of summer, and some people might be mentally struggling with that, and I'm not suggesting it's just a light switch, like Will said, that just changes in you. But maybe, nation, maybe as you're going through your day today, maybe some of the words that Will's offering up there is giving you that inspiration to consider, have awareness. Maybe go through the weekend with some different thoughts and some different points of view, where maybe you want to reach out to Will and say, hey, man, I heard your story. Can you give me some help? Can you give me some tips? Can you give me some pointers? Because I'm getting a sense from Will. I've known him for 15 minutes. His door is probably wide open for you.
Wide open.
So Will Ray joining us here on the show, MartyFit, on a Friday, June 21st, here to talk skincare, coming up in a number of moments. But before we do that, we are going to try Alex again, bring him back onto stage. What's going on, Alex? How are you, pal?
Yes, I'm fine, thanks. Can everyone hear me all right?
We can hear you loud and clear. You are joining us from London. We got your tech issues sorted out.
What I was saying, when you asked me where I was saying I was coming live from Saturn.
Yes, I think we're having some bad. I think we're having some audio issues with Alex. Are we? I think we're having audio issues with Alex. Are we?
Are we? Can you hear me?
We are. Yeah. No, I'm going to pull Alex off there, and I'm going to pull Alex off there. Alex, you got to get some heads. We got some audio coming. We got a bunch of duplicate audio coming back from you over there, pal. So I'm not sure what that is. So we'll get that sorted out over on Alex's side. So, gents, we got Enzo popping in here with some comments here. No excuses coming in here, Enzo, on a Friday. We got nothing of that as well, and of course the future wouldn't work either. And Marty, we didn't have Sarvina show up here this morning.
Yeah, I know, and we know Lauren's not showing up today either. So
you know what I was thinking about doing, eh?
Kind of quiet today.
So Will, my wife is down on a trip at a concert with my daughter. Hey Marty, I was thinking we should FaceTime them.
What time is it?
It's 7:30. They got it around 12:30. They are.
Leave them alone, man. Leave them alone, man.
we can FaceTime them in the hotel room.
Leave them alone, man. Leave them alone. This guy's ruthless.
So the thing is, Will, is we're recording this, so I can't even pretend it wasn't my idea. So if I show my family one day that we wanted to phone them, they're all gonna be like, "Yeah, but Dad, Marty was saying don't do it. Marty was saying don't do it." I'm like, "No,
don't do it. Don't blame." Yeah,
there you go. There you go,
man.
Oh man,
I know. If I ever get a FaceTime from you early in the morning, I'm not picking up because you're not about to have me on a live show. Like, hey, Marty. Yeah, you're not gonna do that to me, bro.
That's exactly it. All right, hey, let's do this, Jimmy. Oh, boom, Will. It's that time of the day where we get to what we call the accountability check-in. It is where we like to remind the audience that there's a way to get the day going. There's a way to get yourself going. There's a way to hold yourself accountable to tomorrow. And today's accountability check-in, guys, is about our biggest organ. Hey, Marty, you see my hook last night? We're going to talk about the biggest organ. Men, our skin. Skin care and chasing your goals have a lot in common. And you're like, what? It's true. How you take care of your skin is a perfect analogy for how you stay accountable for your goals. Here's how. Now, consistency is key. You can't wash your face once and expect flawless skin. You're thinking to yourself, what? I turned into the morning show with Keith and Marty Fit and they're telling me to wash my face? No, but it's true, but it helps keep you accountable. It's about routines. It's about doing the little things to get the right things right? It's the same thing for your goals. Consistency brings results. Personalization matters. Everyone's skin is different. And so are the paths to success. So you got to find out what works to stick for it. Some of you use skincare creams. Some of you use water and soap. But you got to show up daily. Because, nation, your skin, like the goals you want to achieve, doesn't take a day off. So there's a lot of analogy between skin and accountability. That if you want to achieve your goals, you can't leave those goals aside for your skin because it's all about that same commitment. So even on those tough days when you don't want to wash your face, you want to wash your skin, the biggest organ in your body, you got to treat your goals like your skin. Nurture them. Be patient. Marty, stay committed. Will, transformation. It takes time. You're just going to show up one day and wash your face on Monday and have perfect skin by Friday. But I'll tell you something, gentlemen, I learned. You throw the lumens up, makes yourself younger. So that's my trick for skincare here today is to throw the lumens up. But guys, our accountability check-in very much today is that consistency brings results. We talk about goals often on this show. We talk about accountability often on this show. Well, here we're here to talk about the biggest organ on our body, which is skin. It doesn't take a day off, guys. So treat those goals you have like your skin, nurture them, be patient, and that skin's going to be blossoming and glowing just like your goals. So that is my time to dance. The accountability check-in every single day. Give you something to think about to get your day off to the races here in the lab. So guys, let's move our conversation over to the feature conversation of the day, which is skincare. We're going to try Alex again.
day.
Alex, we're going to try you again, my friend. We're going to throw you up there, see how that's working out for you. We're going to throw you up there, see how that works. Nope, not going to work. Alex, we got too much echo on your. No, it's not going to work over there, pal. Too much. Boom. Nope. Got to get him off. So we got a bad, Alex, we have bad audio echoing on your side there. I'm not sure if you have speakers playing there or something, but we got a lot of feedback coming from your side there. So it's difficult to have a conversation with you when we have a bunch of audio noise there. So we're going to put you off the side there while you're figuring that. I know. You were waiting for that one. So, gents, let's get into it, man. It's 20 minutes after the hour. Here we are to talk about skincare today. And admittedly, guys, I was looking for a skincare expert, a dermatologist, somebody to kind of sit down and talk with us about it. But then I thought, no, you know what? Nobody showed up. It's fine. We got another expert around us. We got ChatGPT 4 Omni. We're going to bring up the questions about it. But, guys, let's talk skincare. So, I'm going to start the conversation. I have not always had maybe the most diligent skincare routine other than simply washing my face. I've been washing my face forever, water and soap. And as I've aged, people be like, hey, you know, Keith, you got nice skin and, you know, you look young for your age and so forth. I'm like, yeah, it's just water and soap. And yet I see so many people having such diligent, comprehensive skincare routines. What's worked for me has just been actually water and soap. And I haven't gone down the path of exploring all these other routines. I sometimes get caught up in how I think scammy that industry is. And we're not going to go there right now. But I have simply just stayed with water and soap as the magic for my skincare routine on my entire body, actually. And it's worked really well for me. As I've aged, I've explored other serums and soaps and cleansers and lotions. I hate lotions on my skin. Drives me nuts. So I just stay with water and soap, and it's worked extremely well for me. Let's go around the table. Will, when I reached out to you yesterday and said, hey, dude, what's your skincare routine? And you laughed. You said, yeah, water and soap. I'm like, yeah, me too. Well, why have you not gone down the path of embracing more other than just using water and soap for your skin? Knowing that skin's the most important organ on our body, we've got to take care of it. It shows us everything about us, yet guys like myself, maybe like yourself, maybe we neglect it. Maybe there's a lot of guys listening right now, Will, that neglect skin. Let's talk about it, Will.
Yeah, so, you know, like I said in my past, I used to not take care of my skin at all, and I didn't use any moisturizers and stuff like that, and I still had good skin. And it just kind of made me realize, like you said, it's kind of scammy. But I did think about it, and I do use coconut oil on my beard. So I get real dry beard, and I do use 100% natural coconut oil on my beard. So maybe I fibbed a little bit when I said just soap and water. But my beard gets real dry, and it gets itchy, and it gets patchy and red. So I use coconut oil for that.
How did you discover that, Will? Like, did somebody tell it to you? Were you reading somewhere? Did your wife say, hey, you got to put some coconut oil on your beard? Or where did you come up with that?
So my wife is a beautician, and she understands hair, skin, and nails, and she does not use any of that stuff. It's coconut oil, soap, and water. Marty,
we got the wrong guest in the house here. We got the wrong Ray in the house.
Hey, man.
She was like, you want me to get on?
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, why the hell isn't your wife on the show right now? Why is Will?
She had to work, or I was going to ask her. I was actually going to ask her too, because she is literally a professional.
That's exceptional. That's exceptional. We're going to bring Alex back up here to see if Alex is working again.
Exceptional. That's exceptional. We're going to bring Alex back up here to see if Alex is working again.
Nope.
Hi.
Nope.
Can you hear me?
No, it's we got too much echo happening there, Alex. I'm not sure what it is there, my friend, but we got a bunch of feedback on you here, and Marty's gonna keep turning on the sound effects or something.
Sounds so funny.
Oh man, that's
I got another one. Oh no, never mind. Dang, I got the wrong button.
Pull that one after. You can pull that one after.
I'll get it for you. Don't worry. I got you.
Yeah. Hey Marty, so coconut oil. You've talked about your grooming routine. We haven't got into it personally, you and I, but you've talked about, you have a personal grooming routine that you're very diligent about. Do you use coconut oil on your skin, on your hair? I have I have a black skinned daughter, and I know her hair is and her skin is it's different than mine, and she has to treat it differently and so forth. Do you use coconut oil for your skin and your hair? What do you use for your skincare routine, Marty?
Yeah, I don't not necessarily coconut oil, but I have like these vegan products. Since I'm in fitness, I'm around a lot of women, so they always recommending stuff and giving me stuff. And like I did some content with one girl. She has a skin line and a beard oil, so I just use her stuff. You know, I buy it from her because she supported my brand. But yeah, I like I said, I'm getting recommendations all the time. So I do have like vegan face wash, vegan beard oil, vegan beard wash. I got all this. I get all this stuff for free, so I just use it. You know, so.
Do you find the difference when you're using it, Marty? Do you find yourself? Do you find one that works better than the other, or are they all the same? Or because like I was talking with Will here a couple minutes ago, it seems somewhat snake oily, with every pun intended. Do you find they work differently, Marty, or are they all somewhat the same?
No, they do work differently. So I pretty much just cycle through them, and I stick with the ones I thought worked best for me. So that was simple. I don't really put too much effort into it. Yeah, I got too much stuff to worry about during the day. Just like Will said, his wife helps him out. Like I said, I have my clients or my female friends. They just help me out. So
yeah. No kidding. Mm-hmm. What do you guys do about sunscreen? Are you guys sunscreen guys for your skin, or do you guys or do you again just kind of go with this whole idea of I'm a guy, it's the sun, I like a tan, I like to get my skin darker, it is what it is, and I don't care about it?
Yeah, so as of Sunday, I got roasted being out at the lake because I didn't put I'm just now healing a little bit. I can feel peeling going on my forehead right now. So to answer that question, I don't use sunscreen, and I probably should.
Marty?
I never, I got melanin. I never had to use sunscreen, so I just get a little chocolater and I'm good to go. I never had anything happen.
You go from milk chocolate to dark chocolate.
Yeah, just another shade of chocolate. That's all. So I've never been a sunscreen guy. The only time I put on sunscreen is like if I go on vacation, if I go to the Caribbean or something where I'm gonna be doing like some outdoor activities. But yeah, that's about it, and that's not even every time. So.
And spending a lot of time in the sun, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but a cookout, I'm good.
Yeah,
none of that. Yeah.
So Marty, you being in fitness and you talking with folks about food all the time and nutrition and so forth, obviously lifestyle has a massive role to play in skincare. Will, you may be talking about kind of your journey through life, maybe through pre-17 to now and just changing habits and so forth. Did you notice, Will, how your skin changed as you went from maybe old Will to new Will, and how that lifestyle and those lifestyle changes accelerated how you looked maybe perhaps differently, Will?
Yeah, for sure. I felt like I looked older before, and now I got like almost like a glow because like mentally, physically, I'm just a lot better, and that shines through your skin, how you feel, how you portray yourself. And it just kind of, I don't know. I definitely feel like I look older and younger at the same time, if that makes sense. But that's kind of how I feel. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because when you start taking care of yourself with the good nutrients, and Marty, you talk about all the time with your clients, right? When you start taking yourself, you talk about, putting 2 pounds of muscle on, losing 2 pounds of fat, everything stays the same. You don't notice it. It's probably those same things happen when you clean your diet up and your skin starts to change. Right? You go from eating the crappy foods on Monday, you start eating those clean foods by Thursday, Friday, the following week, your skin starts to change. And you purposely didn't say, I'm here to change my skin. No, it's just you're eating better foods.
I agree. I can tell when my skin, it changes instantly. Like if I have a bad stretch of like, a couple days of bad eating,
yes,
couple drinks, yeah, my skin's changing. So
drinks, Marty? So if you toss some drinks,
yeah.
If you have some alcohol or sugar, it hits you,
Instantly.
Yeah. What about you, Will?
I don't drink, but I can definitely tell through my skin and just my overall feeling when I'm eating like crap, honestly.
Yeah.
And I rarely drink and I rarely eat like crap. So that's why it just changes on me instantly.
But that's a good point.
It amplifies once you see what it's like without it. And that's how it happened for me when I stopped doing it. That's when I realized, and it was like amplified louder. I noticed.
Well, that's exactly it, right? So when we take it for granted, right? If we're living a lifestyle of drinking, eating crappy food all the time, and we're looking in the mirror at ourselves, we're accepting what that appearance is, and we're accepting how we're feeling. What I'm inviting us to consider is if you maybe stop those habits or pause those habits or just put them on hold for a little bit, you're going to look in the mirror and your skin is going to change quite rapidly, more than likely.
You want to know what's crazy? So I, I have a lot of clients that struggle with, getting rid of the sugar, getting rid of alcohol. And they're like, I can't stop. I got to have it. I got to be human. And I'm like, look, you don't even know what your life would be like, what you would look like, what you would feel like without it. So, and if you see that, you probably won't even want to have it anymore. So a lot of times you just got to give yourself a chance to see how your well, we're talking about skin now, but your skin, your body, your mind will react to it when you get rid of those things.
Yeah. So some of the tips we offer up here, guys, to keep that skin, with that glow, with that nice, healthy glow to it, is consider a diet in antioxidant rich foods, Marty. Berries, nuts, right? Those kind of foods are going to help support good skincare. But Will, and again, talking with you here, and you said, you've put drinking aside here, hydration. And Marty kills us a gallon of water every single day. Drinking water helps skin moisture balance. You keep that water in your body, guys.
You said what helps? Oh, okay, all right. You had to make sure. That's
it. You're chugging a gallon of water a day at least. You're going to have some good, healthy skin. Marty, do you notice when you're not drinking water how it affects your skin? Like, so if you say to yourself, I'm not going to crush a gallon today, do you notice it immediately how your skin starts to react? And what happens, Marty?
Yeah, my skin, because I had bad skin growing up, so I get acne easily.
Okay.
I get acne, I get the dark spots, and even just my body. Like, I'm just not as lean. Like, you wake up in the morning, sometimes you feel your leanest before your first meal.
Yes.
And then at that first meal, the stomach start poking out a little bit. but I can tell the difference when I wake up in the morning too, when I've been hydrating. So,
is that right, eh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The next thing we talk about, guys, lifestyle and skincare, Marty. Before we, we're going to roll into the CMartyFit tip in a couple minutes here, Marty. But the next thing we talk about is sleep, right? So quality sleep promotes skin repair and regeneration. I know if I'm lacking sleep, my skin looks horrible rapidly. I start looking really drawn out. I look tired. My skin just starts to sag. I need that sleep and water to get my skin looking as best as I can. Will, do you notice when you're lacking sleep how it's affecting you?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That's really one of my first signs that things are off is when my sleep starts getting messed up. I know I'm optimal at about 7 hours of sleep.
Interesting.
I'm off. Like I can tell everything, more than just my skin, every which way.
No kidding. And Marty, you talked about having acne and eczema growing up. When you get stressed, Marty, today as a young man, growing up, when you have stress, does it come out affecting your skin? Because often stress management, people that are highly stressed will show signs of acne, will show signs of eczema, and it'll come out in their skin. Marty, when you get stressed, does it affect you that way?
Yeah, so my not only my acne, but like you just said, the eczema, I got that bad too. I get that elbows, freaking this part of my arms, between my chest and my shoulder, my neck. So especially in the summertime. So I gotta keep the stress low, stay away from negative people, work out, take a break, laugh, whatever I gotta do. So definitely
just staying on top of it, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's exceptional. All right, so we're talking skin here, guys. We're here with Will, Ray. We had Alex. Alex, I know you're listening, pal. Dude, we are going to have you back, so don't stress about it. I know you're looking forward to today, and I know we were as well, but we'll have you back for another sit-down, get those audio situations sorted out. Looking forward to seeing that skincare clip that you're going to throw up here in a few minutes up on LinkedIn. Looking forward to that. But we're here today talking Will, Ray from Cincinnati, myself here in Manitoba, Marty over in Maryland. We're talking skincare. But Marty, Jimmy, let's move our attention to this one. It's this one, Marty. It's this one, Marty. It's the sound of the show where we like to pull up and move the conversation to the fitness tip of the day with CMartyFit. And I had a look at it, Marty, and I loved it because it relates to our conversation today. Skincare, fitness, CMartyFit. Over to you, pal.
All right, a good workout is your skin's best friend. That's the fitness tip for today, right? So here's a fitness tip you might not expect. Staying active can work wonders for your skin. Here's how sweating it out helps. It boosts circulation, flushes out toxins, and reduces stress levels. And guess what else sweating helps with? Getting rid of that belly fat. Let's keep going. Sweat can feel inconvenient, but it's your skin's best friend. After a good training session, your skin will glow. Fewer toxins equals more radiant skin. Fewer toxins equals less belly fat too. Let's keep it going. Remember, cleanse your face right after a workout. Stay hydrated. Eat clean. What extra steps do you take for skincare? And you can share with us.
There you go.
That's the tip for today.
There's C. Marty's fitness tip of the day. Get your sweat on. Get your skin cleaned up. I'll tell you, man, once I have a good sweat, my skin's just glistening. It's just glistening. It's glowing. It's just, sometimes I'll sit down on the show, Marty, look back at some of the old episodes when I've come off the treadmill or come off a bike or something, and I'm just sweating, and the skin's glowing. I love the feeling of my skin after a good sweat, man. It just.
Are you a sauna guy, Keith?
I don't mind the sauna. I don't mind the sauna at all. Yeah. How about yourself? Nope. Why?
You thought I was about to give some scientific
yes, I did.
research. Well, the sauna helps with
Nope.
No. I hate sauna. I hate the ice baths. I hate all that stuff. Like, I love recovery, but I hate changing the temperature. Like I said, I like to just stretch and foam roll but yeah,
Will, so as I get to know Marty on the show, man, like, this guy's kind of like a little bit of a crybaby. I'm thinking doesn't like to do saunas, doesn't like to do cold.
I accept it. Well, let me. In college, we had mandatory ice baths, so I got nightmares about ice baths. So I'm an adult now. I don't have to take the ice baths anymore. I'm good.
Once you became the adult, you're like, the hell with all of you. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm doing my own
I'm
stuff.
good. I'm good.
I'm good. Hey guys, so evening routines. Let's get into skincare routines. Again, you might just say, no, I just wash and I'm done. But let's talk about morning routine. So, Will, your morning routine for skin. Do you literally roll out of bed, wash your face, trim your beard, throw some oil on it, and you're done for the day? Is it really as simple as that for you?
Yeah. So in the morning, it's just washing my face, a little bit of cold water, wake me up a little bit. And the oil I don't even use all the time, just occasionally. My beard at night when I go to bed.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Yeah. And what about you, Marty? Are you the same way in the morning? Just a simple morning routine on your face?
Man, it depends. You know what time I wake up.
Yes.
So it depends how I feel. So sometimes I just do water, like Will, and do water and wipe my face. Sometimes I get my vegan skin cleanser and use that to wash my face. But I had to have a good night of sleep. But if I'm dragging, I just get some water and get a washcloth and wipe my face, man.
So when I sat down GPT-4 this morning, I said, hey, throw me a good men's routine for us to consider. These knowledgeable men, what are you teaching us? And Omni says, well, morning routine cleanser, remove the overnight buildup. So as you slept for those 3, 4, 5, or in Will's case, 7 hours, you want to put some cleanser on your face to remove that overnight buildup. And then you want to apply some serum, Will. And that serum is going to apply the targeted treatments like vitamin C. Right. And as your wife would say, maybe you want to put some moisturizer on that face of yours to, bring that skin to life. Right. And then lastly, they're always talking about sunscreen. Get that sunscreen on your face to protect you from those sun rays. So that's the recommended morning routine. Myself, gents, I literally splash water on my face, sometimes soap, brush my teeth and shave my beard, and off I go. I may be stuck in the olden ancient days, which is, hey, they just used water and soap or dirt and they just wash themselves off, and it seemed to work well for them. So I don't get too caught up in nothing too extraneous when it comes to my morning routine. But gents, let's then move to the evening. We've gone through the whole day. We've worked. We've been to the gym. We've worked out. Then the evening shows up. Will, over to you. Is your evening routine literally as simple as, again, going into the bathroom, brushing your teeth, washing your face, and then you're done for the night? Or do you find yourself going through a lengthy routine? Has your wife tried to move you into a routine?
That's a good question. So, yeah, usually a shower, just washing my face a little bit. She likes to do them face mask and all the little, and she tries to get me in here with my painted face and all that stuff, laying here relaxing. I don't always do that. Usually it's just soap and water, a little bit of oil, but every once in a while I'll let her put one of those, like a mask you put on your face or something.
Yes.
I'll entertain the idea.
I will entertain the idea, says Will. What about you, Marty? Are you let's get into your evening routine. I know what your morning's like, but as you're wrapping your day up, do you spend a little more time on your face in the evenings, or are you still just bam bam going to bed?
I usually I take my vegan skin cleanser. I try to. I usually do that.
Yeah, so do I, Will. So do I, man. Yeah, I think we want vegan skincare sponsors for our show, Will.
Hey, you see what I'm doing? You see what I'm doing?
What you're doing. You're doing a great job of it.
But I usually do it in the shower. I got like a separate cloth for my face. And
what do you usually do in the shower?
I use my vegan skin cleanser. I use that.
What's the
with
hand?
my
He's like
with my with my vegan beard wash. I usually do that in the shower.
Like a mob boss.
Like right.
We got some good sound bites coming in this clip here. We're talking skincare, we're talking the shower, we're talking Marty in there. We pieced it all together. It's going to be a great sound bite, Marty.
It's going to be a great sound bite. I can't wait to see it.
We're talking the biggest organ on our body.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
You got to take care of the biggest organ on your body with the vegan skin cleanser. You have to. The vegan skin cleanser. There we go.
With the hand. I knew this morning's show was going to be off the rails when it was 4 guys talking skincare. And I'm glad Alex is in here. Alex, I love you, man. Maybe it's good you aren't here, because Alex is a comedian and he had stuff prepared for today. So I was like, oh my God.
I'm sure he had plenty for today. That probably would have been hilarious.
Exactly, yeah. So Omni says, evening routine, gents. Here's the recommended evening routine. Maybe your wife's listening, Will. Cleanser. Remove makeup and impurities, right? So whether you have makeup on or not, gents, and I know more gents than ever wear makeup, eye stuff, and skin creams and so forth. So remove that makeup and impurities. And I'll say the record. I have no judgment if you wear makeup. I don't care if you're a man, woman, he, she, their, other, Martian, Earthling, human. Dude, put makeup on if it's gonna make you feel great.
Is that because you wear makeup?
You'll see in a few weeks, pal. You'll see my routine. Exfoliant, Will. Omni says use 1 to 3 times a week to remove those dead skin cells. Could you imagine if I exfoliated, Marty? I'd be like 10 years younger, man.
I believe that.
Yeah, I do too. Will's just laughing, no comments. And then treatment.
that means he agrees with me.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Hey, Enzo, are you listening, man? Come on, give me some banter, man. I need some help from the young kid. The evening routine also has about treatment. Apply products like retinoids or acne treatments. Hey, when I was growing up, man, I struggled with acne. Marty, it was, I remember throwing those creams on my face and just burning the skin down right as I was growing up. But that was a nighttime routine for me, throwing the acne creams on my face. But I've never used retinoids. You guys use retinoids on your face?
I don't even know what that is.
I don't even know what that is. Yeah. I guess not.
Yeah. We're gonna ask the dermatologist on that episode. And the last one, and I hate what I'm gonna talk about next. Marty, you talk about spas and cold baths, you hated them. I hate moisturizer. Man, I do not like that stuff on my skin. You want to talk about bothering skin? You put moisturizer on it, I'm done. I'm just done. I can't do it. But often recommended, put moisturizer on your skin to hydrate your skin and bring it out. But I just don't do it. Are you guys moisturizing, guys?
Not really. Nah.
I side with Marty. I think we moisturize with all the water. You know, drink lots of water and your skin's going to moisturize it. So it feels unnatural when you put that stuff on. It doesn't.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's the only way I can explain it. It
Yeah.
doesn't feel right.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
Now if I could find a vegan skin moisturizer, if I can find a vegan skin moisturizer, I'm not against it.
So when I was sitting down planning the show and I was chatting with Omni about this, and I said, hey, you know, what are some of the reasons that people get really caught up in skincare? And what are the reasons that, you know, typically it's our female population that get really caught up in skincare routines and opening up the wallets to spend money? It's the pressure to maintain that flawless skin that leads to stress and anxiety for many men and women in the world. And yet it's this multi-trillion-dollar industry of just, you know, put this on your face, you're going to look better. But I'll tell you guys, as somebody who's an observer, it just all seems so scammy and snake oily to me, right? And Will, I'd be really curious to sit down with your wife about that, because, you know, you every single day there's a celebrity starting their own skincare line, right? And it's promising you this, it's promising you that, and you know, and I guess they work. I don't know. Some of them work, some of them don't work. But you sometimes have to wonder, Marty, how much of it is a placebo effect?
Yeah, and that, and then what industry isn't scammy nowadays?
Right.
And so it's like every industry got their scams, got their fake stuff, and you just never know. You never know. So you kind of just got to toy around, test things, and see what works for you. Yes.
Well, when your wife comes home and talks about work, and you say we're talking skincare today, did she have any tips or pointers that she'd offered up to you to say, hey, you guys should talk about this, or did she give you anything to hang on to?
Yeah, she actually was going to make me a whole list. She was ready to get all into it. But you know, she talks about the industry and all these different things, and she just preaches all the time that the natural products are usually the best.
Yes.
Right? Coconut. She thinks coconut oil is everything, right? Because you can eat it, it's safe, it helps whiten teeth, it does all these different things. And she just, like me, and like you had expressed as well, that it's scammy, right? They sell you a problem and then they sell you the solution right on.
Yes.
That's kind of their thing.
It's interesting because as I was, again, doing research for today, gentlemen, you know, and the consensus that I kept coming back to was that many dermatologists, and I'm sure, Will, your wife would say the same thing, that simpler routines often yield better results. But what I'm suspecting happens is that when you're in the position of having bad skin, it's psychologically messing with your head. So you're rapidly trying to fix it. And you're rapidly trying to do anything, right? Whether it's chemicals, whether it's cosmetic procedures, it's just doing something before you have to pause and reflect that actually less is probably more. And to me, I hang on that because I just go back 100 years, 200 years, right? Like, they weren't using chemicals. They were using coconut oil. They were using mud. They're using sand, right? They're using ingredients from the earth. And for somebody like myself, who's never had a skincare routine, I rarely get sick, Marty. You know, I often think it's because I live a relatively simple life that way. I don't put a lot of chemicals onto my body, into my body. I just, you know, it's water, it's soap, and since with Lauren, it's all natural, organic stuff. Like, I just don't put a lot of crap onto it. And I tend to think, gentlemen, that's the biggest problem that society has a lot to do with, is that we just overdo and we over chemicalize, and Marty, we try to take shortcuts, right? We try to Ozempic our skin. We try to get something done.
I was just about to say, it's the same with weight loss. You know, you get all these bad habits for years, and then people try to get rid of it rapidly.
Yes.
And it makes it worse.
Yes.
So,
it absolutely does. It absolutely does. So, team, we're talking skincare today on a Friday, third week in June. It's January. You know, we're talking about those goals, Will. So if I don't know if you had any January resolutions goals, Will, but you have 10 days left in this month to articulate them, to redeclare them, to re-own them. to get them done before the end of the year here. So we're sitting here in January. We're talking skin here today. Skincare in the lab with Keith CMartyFit, William Ray. Will, we wrap it up today's show. What do you got going on for the weekend, pal?
No plans, man. I'm just networking, and I don't have a job at the moment, so my whole focus is getting employed at the moment so I can quit eating my investment money. My stocks are disappearing quick.
Hey, talk about that. Talk about not having a job right now and talk about the stress of that, maybe not stress of that. Talk about just life. How's that? How are you doing about it? How are you doing with that whole idea of not having a job right now, Will?
It is rough, and it comes in ebbs and flows. So some days I feel super motivated and I know something huge is going to come. It's just difficult to make this career switch at the moment. And then other days I'm like, man, you wasted all this money. This was stupid. Why'd you do it? Today, I think we're on the way back up as of today.
Yeah.
Coming from a low, right? It just ebbs and flows, man. It's very stressful. You got family, you got kids and bills and all these things, and it's stressful.
And I'm going to also assume, because dude, I've been there. I'm there, right? As I'm building this business.
Me too. I've been there
Marty
plenty
is too.
Times.
Right. And I know that I say to my kids these days, Noel often, because dad's all in building this business. Dad's focused on building the business. You know, Will, it's sometimes it's our own pride, isn't it? That takes a hit.
Yeah, definitely for sure. That's the first thing, you know, but then the reality of like, you know, where's your next big paycheck coming from? You don't know, like, and there's an excitement in building things, but there's also that fear, right? That, what this could be compared to what it is right now, and it's like, it's scary.
Are you having some struggles? Not are you, but is the job market struggling right now? Maybe that's the better question.
Yeah, so the tech market for pretty much everybody is really bad. Probably the worst. From what I hear, it's the worst it's been in a long time, and especially for people that have no professional experience. I do some freelancing, but I don't have like actual professional experience except for my boot camp that I just completed. It's brutal. I'm at about 600 applications, and I think I've had 3 interviews, and those interviews were just phone screens.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy, because I hear the tech industry, they act like it's so easy to get a job, and
I think that was I think that was true a few years ago.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, but it's brutal right now. It's
you.
Very discouraging.
You know, I understand, man, and like I said in the beginning, like it's okay to talk about your losses. We've all been through it. I know, like being in fitness in California, the pandemic hit. California was most shut down, you know. So I've been through what you're going through, eating up all my investment money, and I had 50% drops in my business out of nowhere. So I get it, bro. But just keep pushing, keep working, and something's gonna pull through. You know, you're a good guy. You putting the work in. People like you. You got your YouTube thing going on. So just keep it up.
Yeah, it's so true. I agree with Marty there. And you know what, Will? I applaud you for sharing what you shared at the start of the show, and I applaud you for even just expressing what you've been expressing in the last few minutes. We as humans don't do enough of that. We as humans spend too much time behind the guards of what we want to pretend is happening. Right. And when I hear you speak how you're speaking now, I'm like, yeah, man, like this guy's no different than me right now, or Marty right now, or a lot of people listening right now. And a lot of people, Marty, are pretending. So I invite you, nation, be real, be authentic, be Will Ray. So, you know, I'm having a struggle right now, man. I've had a tough week. Some days suck because my kids and my wife are wanting this, and I don't got a job right now. And I'm looking at my bank account. My bank account's going down. I'm like, oh my God, I got to get a job. Those are real emotions, real feelings. That's happening to a lot of people in the world right now. So, Will, man, it would be easier for you to say, oh, no, things are great. Oh, no, things are good. It'd be easy for you to say all that and get off the show and get, oh, my God, it's horrible. So to come on here and admit that all, dude, that takes courage and power. And that to me that's how you get a job, Marty, because you're saying to somebody, hey, I'm a real human and I want to help you and I want to work with you. Right? You're just being real.
No, absolutely. I agree.
Right. So we'll what's as we're working towards wrapping up, what's that one hot iron in the fire? Don't drop a name, but what's that hot iron in the fire you're quite excited about right now? Is there one?
I mean, since I got monetized on YouTube, I'm pretty excited about that because I feel like I'm pretty charismatic, and maybe something could come of that, right?
That's exceptional. That's exceptional.
Maybe I won't need a W-2 job here shortly. Who knows? Who
Yeah.
knows?
It's a good feeling.
Hey, can you give us
congrats on that?
Can you give us a YouTube tip before we say goodbye?
Yeah, just start recording, right? That's the thing. And each one I focus on being 1% better than the last, right? And that's the focus is just record something and make it a little bit better.
That's a great tip, Marty, because a lot of people will record and then stop. But Will, I think the second tip you're going to give is don't stop, right?
Right. For sure. Just keep. It's a battle, man, and you got to just keep getting a little bit better. Find a way to make it a little bit better. Better editing, take more time on it, whatever that looks like.
Yeah, Marty.
Now, I was going to say, and sometimes you don't even have to make it super fancy. I was telling Keith yesterday, my best videos on social media are sitting in the car and just going on a rant. Those are my best performing videos. So sometimes you can just keep it simple. A lot of people think they need to start off with the great edits and the high definition. You don't have to start there. That'll come, eventually. But just get it done. Just do it.
That's it. Will Ray, before we wrap up today, I appreciate you joining us in the lab today to have a fun, lighthearted, not a very serious conversation on skin. Just an opportunity for us all to get together and wrap the week up here in the lab. Will, what do you got?
We got to bring Will back for some stories and some real questions, man.
We do got to. I
got about 10 questions for you, Will.
I got answers, man. I'm an open book because I know that a lot of people struggle with this, and I feel like it's so important for me to be open and true to my feelings because people aren't normally doing that, and I think it's really important.
Yeah.
And then what happens is we feel alone. We feel like nobody else is going through the same stuff because nobody wants to talk about it.
Yep.
That's not helping us.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly it. That's why I called Joe 2 minutes ago to say, hey, I applaud you for that courage to talk about it a little bit because most people we just won't. We'll sweep it under the rug and we'll never talk about it.
Guilty.
Yeah.
And I'm guilty of it sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to talk about, I'm cool. Everything's good. But I try not to be.
How old are your kids, Will?
So I got 5 and they go from 18 to 12.
Wow. 5 kids. Okay. So you need to be on 2 Dads in a Lab. I got guys with 5 kids, 7 kids, 8 kids. Busy boy.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. All right, gents. Well, listen, let's wrap her up here. We're going to get into post-production. Nation, we're going into the weekend. Keith and CMartyFit are back on a Monday. And Will Ray, hope you come back and join us again.
Yes, sir.
Sure,
Please do. Please do.
Yeah, and we'll get back into a one-on-one with Will Ray, CMartyFit. We won't talk skincare. We'll bring your wife back for that one, Will. Actually, we can do a round table. Will and his wife and talk some skin. Will's like, no, do not bring my wife to the conversation.
Like, tell us about the real Will.
How long you guys been married, Will?
Almost a year next month, actually.
Oh, congratulations, man. That's exceptional. Good for you. All right, well, listen, let's get out of here, Marty. Let's go have a good day. We're going to hang around and do some post-production here. Will, you have an exceptional day. Alex, thanks for popping in today as well, my friend. We're going to have you back do a one-on-one. And I enjoyed having some fun with you guys talking some skincare today, as light and friendly as it was. And we'll go from we'll get started again on a Monday for next week's episodes of Mornings in the Lab. You guys have a great weekend. Enzo, dude, good luck tomorrow, man. You are... Marty, he's got a call up. He's in the starting lineup for men's second division in New Zealand tomorrow. So
let's go.
You have yourself a good one there, Enzo. Go get it. And we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys on Monday. Will, dude, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for joining us in the show. Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you. Yep.
All right. Take care, guys. Have a good one, Nation. We'll see you guys all on Monday. Ciao.